Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 4. We're picking up right where we left off, and we just finished up connecting our horse to our city, which means we should be able to actually make the Keshiks. Now there's some really interesting things we can do with the Keshik, namely is that it's like an extremely strong unit for this point in the game. So we're going to wait 2 turns for that settler to finish, and then we're going to immediately start building Keshiks to go kill people. I'm going to stop off here and build a farm here. I'm going to end the turn. You have gained access to horses. Seasonable horses can build fast meta units. Very well then, carry on. So that's what horses do. They don't have any happiness bonuses or anything like that. We are working this food tile, and if we improve it again, that means we could work another 1 food 2 hammer tile. I can steal like this one over here. So let's drop a farm. Yes, I wanted to build a farm here because I want the +1 health, which will allow me to grow my city 1+1. Oh, will health? No, it's happiness I need to grow up. Do I have the ability to make camps? Let me go into the Civipedia, and it's going. I want to go to the top, and it's in here, improvements, the camp. What technology? Yes, we can build camps. Okay, we're going to end our turn here. I greet you, PotatoMcWhiskey. Maya is mighty. Deal with us fairly, and you will prosper. There shall be peace in our time. Wonderful. Farewell. I could use more scouts, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Gur to. We build a granary. Why don't you get a barracks going? I'm going to get the scout and the settler to start looking at where we might settle. I could settle here, but this doesn't look actually particularly appealing to me. I think I would like to settle again along the river. And I'm thinking up over here. That looks like a good spot. It has lots of access to floodplains. It has access to plenty of hills and forests. It has access to the river tiles. So I think I'm going to settle up over there. I want to settle up along this river. And I'll end my turn here. So we're building a Gur because we're about to start spamming Keshiks and see if we can kill people. End turn. Mighty Ramses II, all-powerful God King of Egypt, welcomes you, PotatoMcWhiskey. Feel free to grovel in terror and awe if the mood takes you. So Ramses is an interesting leader. May the peace last 1,000 years. So we're already in position with our settler. I'm going to end the turn here. We've got 1 more turn until this city grows. I'm going to be doing less, what do you call it?
Not at all similar are the race of the immortal gods. And
the less, what's the word I need? Less micromanaging of the tiles. Okay. I'm not going to pick up fishing because I don't need it. I'm going to grab bronze working because it'll allow me to chop down forest. Or I could get riding. Well, since I'm going to go be killing people, I'm going to grab fishing. And just to get it out of my recommendation list. So, we have... Very well, carry on. So now this city has access to corn. Okay? Which is coming from... I refresh this. +1 from bonuses. You can see it over there, and you can see corn is providing +1 food. But I'm not getting that in Besh. Oh, am I? Oh, I am. Cool. Oh, I think you can connect your cities with rivers like roads. Ah, I forgot about that. I think that's how that's working. Well, the really interesting thing here is we're now growing, but we're going to want to get a camp online so that we have +1 happiness. So I'm going to get to start to work on that camp. I will settle in place here. Would you like to name this settlement? No, this is going to be called Turfan. So let's have a look at Turfan. Looks like we have some pretty good growth tiles here, which is good. I am going to have to start reducing the amount of science we're getting pretty soon. So Turfan, why don't you build a warrior to defend yourself? The warrior just acts as a deterrent from like barbarians coming in and just killing your cities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this scout off to do a little bit of checking of the enemy lands. because I want to know where Washington's settlements are so I can go kill them. We'll end our turn here. And it looks like Beshbalak just finished its barracks. And with that, I might start making some units. For example, I could make warriors. Or I could go for a gur and then start making keshiks. I'll make a gur here and then start making keshiks as well. This place is going to want to build a warrior. Oh, actually, could I squeeze in a worker here in 6 turns? I'll wait until it's grown a little bit. Oh, we have a workboat here.
Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime.
Okay. Leads to calendar and compass. We do need these things to advance, I think. I think what I'm going to do, I am going to pick up bronze working so that I can make axemen, because axemen are pretty decent. Okay, so we finished a gur, so now we're going to start building keshiks. So let me reset the tiles here. And you're going to regular grow. Yeah, I'm gonna reset you here just to grow normally to your maximum. Congratulations, you've gained access to your first luxury resource. Very well, carry on then. And what this has done is it has given us +1 happiness in this city, which means that we can now have +1 population. So the happiness by being local, basically, what it means is if your people are unhappy, they won't work and they'll like riot, I guess is one way to think about it. I am going to build a road here. So let me have a look. Is that tile is pretty damn workable, and I am going to reduce my science down by 1 notch because right now I'm losing 6 gold per turn, which is a lot. So I'm going to have to cut that down just a notch here so that we can pay for our city's maintenance. So like you can see, this city is 3.5 gold per turn maintenance, whereas this city is only 2.5, and that's because the number of cities has increased, and the further you get from your capital, the more expensive your cities are to maintain. So that's one of the major constraints you have in the early game against expanding. So this city isn't too far off expanding. So let me have a look. Do any of these guys? So I think I'm going to go to war with Lincoln. So Sitting Bull, do you have any trade? Okay, looks like I can't trade yet. Watch out for our worst enemy, Pakal. They can't be trusted. Farewell. So Pakal founded a religion, as did Lincoln. So killing Lincoln, I think I get to inherit his religion, but I'm not entirely sure how that works. We're exploring over towards America so that we can see where their cities are, so we can get our Keshiks in position to kill them. Okay, we got this online, and this will increase the amount of gold we make in the city. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this mine online as well, so that the city has a high production tile to work. We're going to end the turn here. So we made our very first... looks like we increased our population. We're going to set it to be production focused here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Lots of production now. Because we don't want to grow anymore because we don't have any more happiness available to us. We've got a Keshik coming out. Now, the major downside of Keshiks is they don't get defensive bonuses, but that's actually not a huge deal. Alright, we're going to stick a mine on this tile here. This scout is scared, so I'm going to run away, because the actual human barbarians against scouts is not a good matchup for scouts. Okay, we have some axemen. We are going to need to find copper or iron, so we're going to want to have a look around, see if we can find that. Let's see the big picture here. Now, do we want to adopt slavery? And you know what? I think it's actually not a bad idea to do it. So I'm going to adopt slavery, as bad as it is. God, that sentence. Out of context, that sentence, my God. I'm gonna grab writing here. I think it's about time I started picking up a little bit of libraries here and there. Okay, very well, carry on. Now the question is, do we want to keep making Keshiks? And I think it is, because we are planning on killing people. So the Keshik is awesome because it has no problem moving. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take the withdrawal chance for the first one, and then I'm going to take the withdrawal chance again, because this gives it the immunity from first strike, which is really nice. Oh, that's bad, but hopefully he can survive. He has pretty good defense in here, so he might be able to live. He's in a forest, which gives him defense, and he has the forest promotion, so it's a toss-up. No, looks like the warrior beat him. We've got our Keshik moving out now. So you are set to production focus. And the good news is now that we can use our population. If we outgrow the limits of our happiness, we can just sacrifice a population or two for a production. Which, you know, it isn't ideal, but, you know, we can do it. Okay, we've got our Keshik moving out. I think America is the person I'm trying to kill over here. So we have a mine done, and that's really, really good because it's a lot of production in a single tile. I'm going to go here. I'm going to get this farm online as well because it gives me +2 food. And then I'm going to end the turn. And it'll also mean that I'll be able to trade that away to someone. So let's have a look at this. We built a Gur, so you're going to start building me Keshiks as well. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. Is it Gur or Jer? I don't know, but I know that, or it could be Cher. Because I know that in Mongolian, Genghis Khan's name is actually pronounced like Genghis Khan or something. It's something like that. I don't remember. Somebody said that to me, or maybe I saw it on TV or something. Okay. So we trained a warrior in here. This city is definitely going to need workers to help it improve. So I'm going to grab a worker here. I'm going to keep that warrior to defend that city. So I'm going to move across the river, and then I'm going to attack this. So I have a 99% chance of killing this guy, which will get me +1 experience. And there we go. Didn't even take damage, so we can start hunting down barbarians to level up our units. We'll go next turn. About to get another Keshik that we can start sending over towards Washington.
True glory consists in doing what deserves.
We have a we can now make the library, and I might even stop off here to grab a library in my capital city just to make up for the fact that we're going to have to reduce the investment that we put into our science. I am going to pick up sailing here just to get it out of my list of stuff. So do I go for a library here? It would give me +2 culture and +25% science, which would make up for the fact that I'm going to have to cut down the amount of science that I'm making to pay for all this stuff that I'm building. Now you should be on production thing, but you're still growing for some reason, even though I'm on production focus. I think they might be growing population to use them as production and slavery. Okay, looks like we found some barbarians. Good stuff. Is there... Ah, yes, there's another Keshik over here. So again, I'm going to take the withdrawal chance promotion. But instead, what I'm going to take is the visibility range on this particular one. I'm going to have one unit in the stack that is a scout unit, and this is it. Could I rename you? You're going to be Scout Keshik. Just so that I know that I have scouting promotions on this guy. And we'll end the turn. So I'm going to send you just sort of casually in this direction. I want to get some kills on this guy. So another 99.9% chance. And looks like we killed the warrior. We have a second farm now, which means we should be able to work more productive tiles. Which means I might be able to go over here and chop this out as well. So it would cost 3 population to rush that. I don't really want to spend 3 population. I might spend 2. 2 would seem like an okay number. I'm going to want to get this hill online as well for the city so that it has another high production tile. Although I could get this hill over here online. And that might actually be better. And then we'll end the turn. So Karakorum just grew and we got a great profit. So are there any of my cities that might be low production that I could move him over to? The really good thing about the Great Prophet is that he's going to provide +5 gold, which will mean we'll get more science and gold in general. But he also gives +2 production. Now, I don't think this city is going to have too much trouble with production, but I could make it really, really good. This city has a really good production tile. I'm thinking this city kind of lacks any real productive tiles or resources, and I probably should have settled for like the wine and corn over here, maybe. I am going to want to get the cows online. Although I really want to look for luxury resources above other stuff. So, copper, pig, so spices, wine. I am going to want to get wine and spices and stuff like that. So that's something I'm probably going to have a look at next. So this great prophet, I think I'm going to send him up to Turfan to settle in that city. To give it some help as a super specialist. Gonna get my Keshik to move over this way. So here is Washington's stack. And it looks like he has a pretty strong stack here. It looks like he has 2 archers and a settler. And he is sending a settler out this way. There is a barbarian there. I've got another Keshik coming up. Oh yeah, I was stopping off for a library here because I've got another Keshik coming out here. Oh, it looks like I do have spices over here. I'm going to want to get those improved once I finish with this tile. I need a second worker. Honestly, I need another worker or 2. So I'll end the turn here. Okay, so we just got sailing, and mainly this is just because it leads to calendar and compass. Can construct temple, iron working, train swordsman. Reveals iron. I think revealing iron would be good at this point. How much science are you producing? You're really not producing enough science to justify a library. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just keep. I might make a worker here, or I could make a second Keshik. I'm going to quickly stop off for a worker. No, I'm going to make another Keshik. I want at least one city always producing Keshiks. And on this one, I'm going to take the plus 10% strength. And then I'm going to take the heal promotion. And this is going to be the medic Keshik. See if I make sure I spell that right. So this is the medic Keshik. He's going to be using his skills to keep everyone nice and healthy. So I'll send you over there. I like to move units no more than 4 turns at a time, as a general rule. So I could stop here and build the mine, and that will result in a packet of resources being dropped off in Keshik from that. Yes, I'm gonna build a mine here because I just want another I want 2 high production tiles, maybe 3 high production tiles. So that's what I will do. I'll end turn here. Got my Keshik over here doing some exploring. Looks like we found some barbarians and some improved pig. My second Keshik has arrived. So we're probably nearing the point where we're getting ready. I think 4 Keshiks is like a good number to declare the war on. So I'm going to kill this barbarian. I have a 99% chance of killing it, which is pretty much certain. I don't think I've ever lost a combat where I had 99 plus. But you know what? Knowing Civilization 4, I bet it's happened. Okay, so we have a great prophet here in Turfan. I am going to stick down, because the city has fairly low production, I'm going to stick down the great prophet here, which will not only give us some money, but it will also give this city some much needed production. I'm going to end the turn here. I'm going to want settlers here soon. I think this might be the city to build them in, because it doesn't have very high production. Yeah, where's my scout? I had a scout knocking around. Did my scout get killed? It did. Right, so tell you what, why don't you make me a scout instead? My warrior, yep, warrior is doing just fine. I'm going to turn off the resource icons because I find them a little bit distracting. And then I'm going to... Do I have a unit that needs orders somewhere? Oh, yeah. So he has a few archers here and there. Looks like another barbarian over here that we can deal with. I do want to kill it with this unit so that this unit can get a 3rd promotion. Where is my other one? Over here. So this is my worker. I'm thinking about exactly how I will do this. So if I were to build a farm here, if I were to build cottages, this would increase the thing. I don't think this city really needs much more food right now, so I'm going to build a cottage here to get extra gold. I'm going to kill this. This is a 96% chance kill. or 99.6, and he is leveled up now. That's good news. I'm going to get you to just settle in spot and end turn. Okay, so we constructed a library in Karakorum. So let's continue to make Keshiks to kill America with. We can join these up, and now this guy who has leveled up, I can go ahead and I can pick up 10% strength. I actually kind of messed up with the promotions on one of my dudes. I had meant to take 2 visibility upgrades, so I might have to knock him away from being a scout. But I'm going to try and get a couple kills with this scout Keshik to get him leveled up next turn. Okay, we built a scout over here, and then we're going to wait 1 turn. So I will sink 1 turn into a granary. And then I'll start building settlers there. So I'm going to get a kill here because I want this guy. Okay, he took a bit of damage from that, which is fine. We go join up there. Right, I have a worker. So we built a mine here, and now that one is 1 food, 3 production, and 1 gold, which is kind of what you want. Now I was planning on rushing. Aha, we have 1 angry citizen. Now the downside of hurrying these is you have +1 on happiness for quite a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and connect up this. What is this? Spices, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to go to here and build a road. Okay, this scout is going to just hold position here for 1 turn while we wait for the city to grow. And then end turn. Okay, the city grew. Egypt can tempt you with this offer. Sure. And we want more Keshiks. So this time, I'm going to send them on over here. Where did I send you? To that tile. So I will do the same with you. Okay, then we can go into the city and we can start working on a settler. So it'll only take 5 turns. So by waiting a turn, we shaved it. We shaved 2 turns off the settler, which, you know, is a net of a turn. So we have here some archers. We're gonna be taking those out once we get our stuff together. So I think that's it. End turn. Welcome to my palace, PotatoMcWhiskey. I am Elizabeth the Wise, and a really quite beautiful leader of mighty England. Let there be peace between us, or we'll kill you. There shall be peace in our time. Farewell. Now, I have a curious question. When do you unlock the Colosseum? I think it's down here somewhere. Let's see. There's a happiness building in here somewhere. Enables organized religion, construct temples, spies, windmills. It's in here somewhere. Construction? Here it is, Colosseum. We want one of these because they give +1 happiness. For now though, I'm going to... I don't think someone did found Judaism. I think grabbing the forge could be good here. Because it would give me a lot of production. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab the forge. So I built a village here, and what the village does is it slowly over time it levels up. Aha, and we've revealed iron, so I'm going to get that online. That's going to be very good for us. I don't think I found copper, actually, is something. No, I think I was a little bit unfortunate. So he's got 2 archers and a settler. Sounds like a sitcom. So you just fortify there for a little bit. I'm going to build a road here because I want to connect the spices by road. I'm going to end turn. And then I'm going to get the mine on that iron. Let's have a look at all these guys. These guys are a little bit hurt, so we're going to get them all joined up into a big old nasty stack and then fortify them for a turn while we wait for the next Keshiks. I think 5 Keshiks is enough to kill them. And we've got some backup Keshiks, so I'm going to end turn here. I'm thinking I will grab a settler. The Mongolian Empire now 500,000 souls. Very well, carry on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I will wait 1 turn, maybe 2 turns. Plus 25% against siege weapons is a good thing to take. And then you rush over here. Okay, so now it's probably a good time to declare the war on Lincoln. So we would like to discuss something else. And it's time to say your head would look good on the end of a pole. So we're going to attack with our first Keshik here. And we have a 71% chance of killing. And our Keshik withdrew from the combat. I'm going to grab the Scout Keshik. And this is a 99% chance of killing. Very nice. And then I'm going to back up with him. And I'm going to grab them as a stack. Tell them to heal. I'm going to go onto the spices with the worker. We've got more Keshiks coming out. That's good news. We've got 2 settlers coming out, which is going to be good as well. End turn. Okay. So what is it that's required for this? Oh, I need calendar. So where is calendar? Calendar is pretty far away, so we won't actually be able to get these spices online for some time. That was a mistake I made. So instead, why don't you get these cows online? When you grab this stack, and we're going to rest the stack, this guy's going to take plus attack. You're going to take melee shock, and then you're going to take withdraw chance as well. Okay. End turn. You've trained a Keshik, that's what we wanted. You have a worker, right? No. Why don't you grab me a worker? I'm going to throw down a pasture here because it's +1 food and +2 production. We've got another Keshik. I'm going to send it over to the gathering tile. I'm going to connect up this with a road. Now we have a settler. We're going to take the scout and the settler, and we're going to continue to settle along the river perhaps. I think I'm going to settle more aggressively towards our enemy here. Let's have a look at some resources. Are there any resources? Are there any luxuries we could pick up? We need plantations for that. Plantations again. Looks like we could pick up those gems over there. And that would be good if we could do that. So we're going to settle in that sort of direction. If I were to settle here, then I could settle here maybe. Yeah, we'll settle up over by these gems, I'm thinking. The exact position of it doesn't matter. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll just move slowly in that direction and we'll figure it out as we get there. Next turn. I want to pick up those gems if we can. Oh, I need to turn off these resource icons. They're a little distracting. So we're joining up again with these guys. These guys should be ready to move in a moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take everyone but the wounded Keshik. Take the 2 unwounded ones. I'm going to set them up onto the hill. And I'm going to use this stack. This medic is going to be the healer. And then I'm going to... Any units? I wish there was a way... Welcome, PotatoMcWhiskey. I am Mansa Musa, humble ruler of Mali, and I offer my friend and friendship. My friend and handship? I offer my friend in handship. Offer my hand in friendship. Okay, so we built a settler in Karakorum. I keep meaning to use the slavery button. And that I will do. Baboosh. We just slaveried out a Keshik in one turn. Then I'm going to grab a granary. Oh, no. I want to have the granary come up after. We gained access to iron. Excellent. Very well, carry on. So we have another settler. I think this land is fairly safe with all the units that I've sent through it. So I'm thinking I could settle here. Let me have a look at some of these things. I want to look down here at this guy. Where's this settler? So let's have a look at this land. There is iron here. I want to pick up the iron and the deer in one fell swoop, but I don't want to have to eat into some of these tiles. So I would either have to settle on the iron. The city doesn't really have very good options, so this might just be the best spot. It's not going to be a very good city, but it'll be a city. It'll be like a stop-off gap, a defensive point. It'll do stuff for us. Mainly cost us money, actually. That might not be a worthy city to make. Maybe we'll come more over this way to like here. Settle in this position. Yeah, that seems a little bit better to me. Okay. So let's have a look at this guy. You have leveled up now. You have the withdrawal chance and the visibility range. I'm going to take the withdrawal chance again because I want to keep my units alive, right? That's the goal. So you have a 76% chance of winning. You have a 76% chance of winning. You have a 75% chance. Oh, I did not mean to move you up there. So you come back here. So I'm going to send in the guy with 76% chance of winning. He withdrew from the combat, which is what we wanted. And then I'm going to send in this next guy who has a 99% chance of winning now. So we just conquered Philadelphia. So the question is, are we going to keep this city or are we going to burn it? I think I'm going to burn this particular city because it doesn't seem very good and I would rather just settle my own ones. Now this guy is wounded, so he's going to move into the healing stack. This guy is still full health, so we can join them together. I have a worker over here. So let's see. I'm thinking I might need to put down more cottages to improve the thing. I might put down like one farm and then a cottage. I think that's what I will do. I'm going to put down a farm over here. I like to have just a little bit of farming and a little bit of cottages. You guys move on over here to the gathering point. I think I made another Keshik. Oh yeah, it's about to go. So then I'll end the turn. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at the time. It's been 33 minutes. So I want to stop here and I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. Please let me know what your thoughts are on this video in a comment. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more. And go ahead and leave a like if you want to directly support the channel. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.